Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Spring Awakening is back on Broadway with Michael Arden's Deaf West Theatre production, and we are here on the opening night red carpet where the stars came out to celebrate. Of this, here you are, another opening of Spring Awakening. How do you feel tonight, gentlemen, with this gorgeous production?
I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of this production and how affecting it is, how many levels of the heart it speaks to. It's really, it's a remarkable moment in my life to be here, and Duncan's, I know.
It's a huge gift, that's all I can say.
And just working on this again, I mean, Michael Arden has done such a gorgeous job in adding Deaf West into this whole thing. It's such a. I was there the other night. I like bawled through the whole show. I cried. It was so moving.
It is so moving. It really adds several layers to the story. It adds a story which is kind of historical to the 1890s, what was going on at that point in deaf culture. It adds a contemporary resonance to what's going on in deaf culture today, but I think it also speaks in a universal way about the deafness we all feel, both within us and around us.
This was the tie that Duncan gave me for opening night of Spring Awakening.
I love this.
This tie, yeah. So I wore it tonight in honor of that, I guess.
This is a gorgeous production. How excited are you to be here tonight?
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. I've heard so many good things.
Is it all surreal what's going through your mind? There are so many debuts being made here tonight.
Yeah, it is surreal. I mean, just walking by the marquee is completely surreal. It brings back so many memories, and I'm so excited for this company that they get to experience this show and experience what an opening night is like with the show. There's, like you said, so many Broadway debuts tonight, and there was a lot when we did it as well, and there's nothing like that energy in a theater. It's very thrilling.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for putting together this beautiful production and bringing it to Broadway. How do you feel tonight?
I'm overwhelmed with joy and pride and excitement for this team of artists that the world is about to meet and become obsessed with. So I'm having the night of my life, of course.
You have this incredible history with Deaf West. I mean, just working with them the first time around, I mean, what that was all like, and now tonight.
Tonight is just such a beautiful reminder of the power of not only American Sign Language, one of our nation's greatest assets, but also a reminder of how our differences can bring us together. And I think in the world right now, that's what we need to remember, is that when we look onto the stage or across the aisle or across the street at someone who might seem vastly different from us, we have to acknowledge the fact that our differences are what make us special, and we're all happen to be here at the same time on Earth, so we have to celebrate that.
How excited are you two to be here tonight?
Out of my mind excited. I am so excited, and I'm seeing everybody that we started with, everybody that we opened with on Broadway, so it's going to be great, a great audience.
Seeing faces we haven't seen in years, so it's really exciting.
So many debuts are being made tonight. I mean, there's like 20-something. I mean, how exciting is that?
Unbelievable. I'm so nervous.
There were a lot the first time around in your show.
I know.
It was my Broadway debut, so
everybody in the cast, everybody who was in our cast is so nervous, and I keep saying to them, you don't have to perform. Don't worry.
But it's like, you know, Duncan is here and Stephen had the best time the first time around, and this is totally different. Michael Arden has done this gorgeous interpretation of the show with Deaf West. You're going to have such a wonderful time.
It's gorgeous. I saw it in LA, and it is so different. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I can't wait. And I hear the ASL is just such a beautiful element. I can't wait to see it.
If you could sum up your favorite moment of the original for each of you, what was it?
The Dark I Know Well.
I would say watching The Bitch of Living from offstage.
Congratulations. It is opening night. This is such a gorgeous production. How do you feel tonight?
I'm anxious, excited, nervous. It's been a whirlwind, so here we are. It's been very fast. I think we saw you a couple weeks ago on our first day of rehearsal, and now we're opening tonight.
I mean, this is such a gorgeous production. Did you know sign language before?
I didn't. I learned it through the process of doing this show. I've always been fascinated with it, and it has been such a new, amazing part of my life.
The most exciting part of this has been what for you?
I think stepping outside my box, learning something new, doing something really scary with a cast full of people who are also very scared, and watching the magic unfold in that way.
You know, one of the cool things is that actually Michael Arden, I taught at his high school when he was, you know, in Texas when he was a junior in high school. So that's when I met Michael. And then a lot of the kids in the cast were actually students of George's at USC.
In Los Angeles.
So we have all of these connections to the show.
I've known them since they were 11 or 12 years old. Ali Stroker was my student, Catherine Gallagher, Lexi Lowell, many of them.
They are so amazing. First time seeing this production?
Yes. Yeah, we haven't gotten to see it yet.
It is wonderful to watch your students come to Broadway and make their Broadway debuts.
It's so exciting. I mean, the energy backstage must be incredible tonight.
Yeah. Oh, you know, when we did Urban Cowboy, the whole cast felt like they were making their Broadway debuts, and that kind of energy on stage and in the house is just thrilling.
You know, this musical has touched everybody the first time around, and now it's doing it all over again. Why do you think this musical touches people so?
I think there's a universality to the coming of age story about finding where you belong and where you don't belong that speaks to everybody, no matter what you've been going through, what your story is, especially those of us who fought to come to New York or to find our way in this business.
Yeah, there's also teenagers having sex.
That too, right?
Yeah, that's always a big selling point. Yeah.
I saw it on Broadway with Hunter Parrish. He was the lead when I saw it.
So, how excited are you about tonight?
I'm very excited about tonight and that I get to be here because I'm in Full House the Musical right now, people. It's an off night for me. So if you haven't seen it yet, come check it out. Go to fullhousethemusical.com for information on tickets. It's been so much fun doing it in New York City because we did it in Toronto. And the audiences there were not quite ready for what we were giving them, which is adult, raunchy, racy humor. I think they were expecting like an actual musical based on the show. Ours is a parody. So there's cursing, there's Bob Saget, there's puppet sex.
Just being here tonight, what it means to you, Clint?
Well, I'm a good friend of Marlee Matlin, so I'm pumped to see her on stage, and I'm just excited about being able to see this show, which, you know, I saw the Big River version of the Deaf West production, which was incredibly moving, and to be able to see it done with another really, really wonderful show with a great friend of mine on stage, I'm pumped for it.
Oh, I'm very excited, but I'm more excited for people who haven't seen it yet. I've actually seen it twice. And I have too. It's so good, and I can't wait to see everybody enjoying it and everyone applauding.
I'm so excited to see this. I was doing Mermaid when the show was first playing, so I never got to see it. And it's like, it's always talked about, this show, and I'm like always like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I get to finally be a part of the club.
It is a stunning production directed by this lovely man, Michael Arden.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
I'm so excited. Wait, I was just saying.
The Disney family.
We're the Disney family. I was just saying that I've never seen this show before. Tonight will be my first night seeing it.
I'm excited by that.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
Now I'm doing the interview.
So I feel really excited that a lot of people get to be introduced to this material through the Deaf West lens. So I can't wait.
That's gonna be so
Enjoy
cool.
it.
Okay, I will. Bye.
Bye.
You got things to do.
How excited are you to be here?
I'm incredibly excited to be here. I love Spring Awakening so much, and the fact that it's back on Broadway is very exciting. Also, Catherine Gallagher is one of my best friends from growing up, and it's her Broadway debut, so I'm very, very excited for her, and I'm here to support her, and I couldn't be more excited.
Now, when are we getting you here on Broadway?
Oh, soon I hope. We're coming to second stage with Jervin Hansen in the spring, and then we'll see after that, hopefully to infinity and beyond, and remains to be seen.
And just doing stage, how excited you are about doing stage?
About doing stage in general? It's my favorite thing. It's what I grew up doing, and I don't think I'll ever stop doing it. There's nothing quite like it, and especially when it's a beautiful original musical by Pascal Paul. So it doesn't get much better than that.
I'm really thrilled. I actually didn't see the original production, so I'm excited to be blown away tonight. I think it's going to be beautiful.
Michael Arden has done such an incredible job with the Deaf West.
I'm such a fan.
Now, you're in rehearsal right now for the bandstand. I was with you the other day.
Yes, I know.
How did the rest of the week go?
Actually, great. We did. We had a final run through on Sunday and a run through the day before that, and it's like everyone gets a little bit easier, and we get a little bit more hands on what this is going to be, which is it's that part of the process. But we start tech on Tuesday, so we're all like gonna get in the van and go out to Paper Mill in Jersey. I'm really excited.
How excited? Look at the carpets.
It's so exciting. You know why we're so excited? Our daughter's making her Broadway debut tonight in Spring Awakening, and in a production that is just spectacular. In fact, she's largely in the show because of Ben Platt, who you were just talking to a few minutes ago. He called her up and said, you know, you really get in touch with my friend Michael Arden, who's putting together this production of Spring Awakening, and she did, and She's been with it from the beginning, and I've watched it now 5 times, and this production of Spring Awakening is thrilling. It's so moving for kids and for parents.
I was here the other night. She's wonderful. You must be the proudest dad in the world, because you must remember your debut on Broadway, right?
Yes, well, I made my debut. Oh my God. I made my debut actually directly across the street at this used to be the Biltmore in Hair, another rock musical.
Yes, totally.
Oh, that's so
in the revival.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Do you remember that day? Do you remember that day of your debut?
Oh yes, of course. It was like we rehearsed for ever.
Yeah.
And you never forget it. But it was in that theater, and I was just saying before that 14 years ago when I was doing Noises Off, it was Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. So I brought Catherine to work when she was 7 years old. And she was with me doing my makeup, and I came off the stage and on the stage, and she was in the house. I'd say, okay, I'll be back in a minute. And here, 14 years later, she's making her debut in the same theater. So
it must be so great for her. Like, I've been in this theater before when I was a little girl, right?
The doormen remember her, some of the house staff, the ladies, the ushers, and it's a good theater.
I'm so excited. I just scored these tickets like a day ago, so I got in at the last second.
What's your history with this? You almost did the national tour, right?
Yeah, I auditioned. I got callback after callback for the first national tour back when this was on Broadway, and I got really close, but a chorus line stole me away at the last second. So it's a show that is near and dear to my heart. It's a cast album that I grew up with, so I'm glad it's back.
What have you heard about this production?
Nothing but beauty.
Yeah.
My friend Michael Arden was the director, and I know that his vision is stunning, and I've never seen a Deaf West production, so this will be a new experience for me. So I'm just, I'm bubbly right now. Yeah.
You just finished up your run On the Town, and your closing night was off the map.
Oh,
I was there for that, and I was there the Wednesday or Tuesday before.
Yeah, to see
incredible.
Misty.
I love it. So tell me what your whole experience, sum up the whole experience of being On the Town.
Oh, I mean, it was one of the more incredible years of my life. I got to eat whatever I wanted. I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to go to the gym ever. You know,
what a workout you did in that show.
Such a workout. No, I'm continuing to eat how I did, but not going to the gym. So, but I miss it a lot. My body doesn't miss it. We're excited for the rest, but it put me on the map in a way that I didn't think that I could be. So it was truly a remarkable experience for me.
Your entire company stayed together.
Yeah, the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Tony's off in Japan. Yeah, and Elizabeth Stanley's going off to do Bridges of Madison County. So I'm loving watching all my friends go off and do completely new and beautiful things. But here I am in the city, just waiting for my next thing.
And seeing Spring Awakening.
Yeah, I'm too excited.